Here's a brief but annoying message to let you know that you could have first heard this episode 9 months ago if you were a subscriber to our Iron Filing Society Patreon offering.
For the price of a pint and a St Clement's each month, you can get up to 4 episodes a week, 9 months before the rest of the world gets them. Early access to regular episodes, lots of other marvellous benefits, and there's absolutely no adverts or brief but annoying messages like this that will get right on your ticks.
Find out more and subscribe now at tftimemachine.com/ironfilings.
Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go, this is it!
This is Top Flight Time Machine. I am Andy Hotbody Dawson. Pow, pow, pow.
I'm Sam Nifty Delaney, so what?
Welcome along. It's the Melchester Odyssey, and it's a special one this week. And I have it in both hands, not because it's heavier or anything. I just thought I'd give it some kind of extra special attention by holding it carefully. It says across the top, special celebration issue. It's the 15th of September 1984, and on the front cover, I've just seen the thing at the bottom. I've just seen something else. Fuck me. It says, "Happy birthday to you." And Roy is on the front cover smiling at us, looking like a 1984 pop star like Lamal or David Van Deer from Dollar or the lad from Bucks Fizz. Both the lads from Bucks Fizz.
Both the lads from Bucks Fizz had this sort of very weird... What this is a classic 1980s barbershop window hairstyle.
Yeah.
Isn't it? You always saw it in a barbershop window or on top of pots. I never knew anyone in real life to have it because it's sort of almost like bouffant upstairs, up top, with a weird like centre parting, but a centre parting just through the middle of the bouffant. Hard to describe, but very neat, very particular, very of
I
its
think
time.
every town would have 2 or 3 men who look like this, but they would probably drive Capri convertibles. Also active in the sexually transmitted disease.
Yeah. Ladies, men, and
industry.
Ladies, men / small businessmen.
Yeah, a little bit like that that Pimlico plumber fella who's been been horribly racist this week on Twitter.
Oh, has he?
Charlie Mullins. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, he's been kicked off Twitter. Yeah. Shall I say what he tweeted?
Yeah.
Let's get rid of this Muslim mayor. He said.
God.
Fucking prick.
He got kicked off Twitter. I thought that was not even possible anymore.
I thought they encouraged that kind of thing now, but no, seemingly not. He's been kicked off.
Even too much for Musk. Yeah, I hate to say it, but the kind of guy that you're describing, in all honesty, you probably know what I'm going to say, is the kind of man that my mum dated in the 80s. I can't deny it. I mean, well, for all I know, she may well have dated fucking the Pimlico plumber race.
God.
I don't think, I mean, she's not a racist herself, very much the opposite, but, you know, some of these men are careful about hiding it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Until it's too late. So
I don't know. I'll ask her if she dated the Pimlico plumber. And if she did, then I'll get some more data on the subject.
Yeah, that would be good. That'd be helpful.
I like Roy's V-neck jumper with sort of pendant. This is
V-neck
like
jumper pendant.
It's just like when a sort of a square or a kind of a straightforward person, a mainstream person, goes away on holiday and comes back. And rather than just say, I've been on holiday, they start referring to it as having been travelling. And they pretend that something's changed.
In a Greek island.
Yeah, and they pretend that something deep and spiritual happened to them, even if they were just on a package tour in Greece. And the way in which they demonstrate that is to wear a special necklace.
A pendant. Did you wear anything like that? Well, I mean, most teenagers, when I was a kid, would wear something like that. A St. Christopher or something like that. Or
I wore
some kind of...
Yeah, I wore I still have a silver chain around my neck, but I'm talking more about the kind that's got a slightly kind of ethnic vibe.
The accoutrement that's on the chain itself.
Yeah,
the emblem,
and it's like has to be like. Yeah. I mean, what Roy's got here could easily be like a sort of a leather kind of lace type. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like a leather shoelace type thing. That sort of thing you can get on holiday, and it'd have a bead. Rather than like anything metal.
Shark's tooth.
Yeah, exactly that. I had something that was, I don't know how you describe it. It was the classic holiday one that was sort of like, it looked like kind of ivory. It wouldn't have been because it would have been much cheaper. But like several sort of, like, you know, like loads of like tiny little beads or discs in like ivory, but with some other colours as well.
Nice.
And I got that somewhere on holiday and continued to wear it when I got back for a couple of weeks, probably at the time thinking, this is me now. I'll be wearing this full time.
Yeah.
Because this is who I am.
I think this thing Roy's wearing...
I've become kind of like a hippie, you know?
I think this thing Roy's wearing, I think this is more UK-based. I think you'd get one of these in Argos. Or
is that gold? Is that
that'll
like
be gold because Roy
will
wear gold, yeah. But it's nice. But he's got his V-neck jumper on with nothing underneath as well, which was another.
That's the look I like.
I think George and Michael have probably rocked this look as well.
Yeah,
and Andrew Ridgeley. But
he's definitely got some slip-ons. Who knows whether they're espadrilles or whether they're grey leather.
They'll be white or grey.
Oh yeah.
His hands.
This is certainly downtime, Roy. Now, I like to generally be formal and ready for business, but it's my birthday, the family are here, the kids are here, some of the lads are here, and I'm going to keep it casual today.
He's got builder's hands. He's got a cake in front of him shaped like a football pitch.
Of course.
This is brilliant. And the candles are all around the touchline inside little footballs. But he's cutting the cake, and the state of his fucking hands, Sam. Look at that.
It's a very...
leathery.
He's got very leathery hands, but his hand positioning is very camp.
It's safety first.
Yeah.
The hand position.
Yeah, it's
that
a very
knife's not
camp
gonna
way
slip.
of cutting a cake. Not that I'm saying it's wrong to cut a cake in a camp style, but it's just an observation.
The whole thing's incredibly camp. Over his right shoulder is Penny and baby Diana, a rare sighting, who appears to have gigantism of the head.
Yeah.
She's also got Roy's hairstyle as well. Give her my hairstyle.
And obviously the boy one, the mental one, is sort of having it. He's going fucking berserk. And I think Blackie's been detailed to keep him under control because Blackie stood behind him and seems to be holding him
got hold of him,
by the waist. When I get this knife out to cut this cake, Blackie,
get hold of the kid.
Watch the kid, because if he sees it, it's shiny, and what he does is he just starts shouting shiny, shiny, and he will fucking go for this knife. I've seen him do it before.
Wrestle it to the floor. He'll try and roll around on it. Do
anything you can to stop him, because if he gets hold of this fucking knife, we do not know what will happen. Right? All hell could break loose. Don't worry, Gaffer. If I have to, shall I use the sock with the gravel? No. No, we can't be knocking him unconscious. Not when Penny's there. She'll go absolutely ballistic. No, try not to do that. It might be worth thinking of slipping him a Mickey Finn of some sort, though, if he really gets a little bit over-enthusiastic. Leave it with me, Gaffer. You won't hear a peep out of him. Nothing's gonna ruin your special day, Gaffer. Good.
The most terrifying element of this picture, because as you say, most of the first team squad's there as well, is Duncan Mackay just next to Roy's head, and Duncan Mackay isn't wearing his headband, and he looks terrified.
There is no headband today on this special day.
He looks part 1974 Fleetwood Mac member, part cult leader.
Yeah,
and it's
sort
terrifying.
Of like he's got slight Jesus delusions.
Yeah.
There are only 2 days that Duncan removes his headband. Those days are Christmas Day, when I need to make space for my Christmas paper party hat that I remove from the cracker. And the other day is Roy's birthday, which of course is the most special day even above Christmas or any of our own birthdays. And Roy insists on it. He says he doesn't want me trying to snatch attention from him by going round with my headband.
Vic Guthrie's near the front, standing a little bit too close to Penny.
He's got a sly grin on his face as well.
That's unsettling. And
he's
Carl
like
Hunt's
this.
near the front as well.
Oh, that's it, Gaffer. Have your little cake. What are you, fucking 12 years old, you fucking weirdo? Check this cunt's hard drive.
I've got my hand on your Doris's arse, and there's nothing she's going to do about it because she don't want to cause a scene, does she?
She's not doing nothing because she fucking likes it. She likes a proper geezer's hand on her arse, not those fucking leathery, weird fucking things you got on the end of your arm, son.
Yeah, Penny's face does suggest that she might be being currently touched on the arse pleasantly. No, this is all going to be Pimlico Plumber. Stop it. Yeah. Carl Hunt's down the front. That's he's new. Why is he down the front?
Because he's new. Roy still likes him.
Yeah,
that often happens with new lads. Come on,
keep
Carl.
Close.
Down the front, my special lad. Carl's my special lad. Give him room, make space. He's going to get not the first slice. I'm getting that. Carl, you're getting the second slice. What do you like, Carl? A middle piece or a corner piece? It's up to you, son. We've all got our own taste. What do you prefer? Probably a corner piece because I'm a fan of the icing. There's more icing on it that way. That's right. Okay. One Correct. Corner piece coming up for Carl, my special lad. Well, I used to give me the corner pieces. Not no more, though. Hey, Blackie, there's 4 corner pieces here, so, don't start fucking crying. Carl's having one. I'm having one. I'm having a corner and a centrepiece because it's my birthday. One of my kids will probably want one. And there might be one left for you if you play your fucking cards right and don't cry like you did last year when you lost past the fucking parcel.
It's a beautiful scene. It really is. And
what about the fucking machete he's using to cut the fucking cake up with, mate? It's fucking huge.
Brought that from abroad as well, probably.
How do you like to cut a cake? What sort of knife do you think is appropriate for cutting cake with?
It depends on the size of the cake, I suppose. Depends how big the cut needs to be. But if it's just a regular cake for a family, I've got a regular size knife that I use. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have a cake slice or anything like that.
My mum had a musical cake slice. I think it's broken now. But it was a big feature for many years of any family event, any birthday.
Play Happy Birthday. My ex has got one of them.
She'd go like this. Yeah. She'd go like this. Because my mum loves baking cakes. So, and because we're a large family, it's always fucking someone's birthday we're celebrating. So out comes a cake, and then she'd go, "Here it comes. Here it comes. You know what's coming, don't you?" And we'd all be like, "Whoa!" I'm not talking about when we were kids, by the way. This is till very recently. It only broke in, I think it broke during lockdown. She hasn't got a replacement as far as I know. But it played about 5 or 6 different tunes. There was 5 or 6 different buttons on it. So obviously it would play Happy Birthday, but then it could play for He's a Jolly Good Fellow and various other celebratory tunes. I always, my little joke at family events, this is a little joke. Everyone's got their own little joke, haven't they? My one is, when people have finished singing Happy Birthday, I roll it straight into for he/she's a jolly good fellow. And then I roll that straight in medley style, no grab. I roll that into, maybe it's because I'm a Londoner.
Hey!
Right? And then I roll that straight into, who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hitler? And then I roll that. I don't complete any of these songs. I roll that straight into no income tax, no VAT, no money back, no guarantee. And people used to find this annoying in the family, or he's shut up with his silly joke. But actually, I've worn them down by doing it for so many years. And now pretty much everyone, even the nieces and the nephews, know that that's the sequence of songs you must sing off the back of Happy Birthday before we can start eating the cake. I think it works well, mate.
And as you said, it's a big family and there's lots of birthdays, so you get to do it lots of times.
You get to do it a lot of time. And the important thing when you're singing, maybe it's because you're a Londoner, is in the refrain at the end, you have to go, that I love London town, get off me sister. That I love London town, get off me mother. That I love London town, get off me brother. These are also little touches, little comedy bits that I've not get off my sister. That's common. That's common in the Cockney community. I got it off some Cockneys, but the mother and brother stuff, that's just my own little flourish.
You've embellished
and again,
it yourself. Yeah.
Always gets a laugh. Gets a laugh out of the cousins, the nephews, the nieces. Everyone likes it. So it's just nice to turn up to family events with something up your sleeve, something a bit special, you know.
You usually then fill your plate up and then go to sleep in a room.
To another room.
No one seems to complain or notice.
No one.
Curious.
Probably people are quite glad. They go, he's had his fun.
Maybe.
He's done his bit that he likes to do.
Yeah,
we've all laughed politely and indulged him, and now he will go away, eat his cake, and then he'll get a weird sugar crash and just sleep until it's time for his wife or children to wake him up and tell him to drive them home. Yeah. The only person in the entire family who will never join in or like my funny bit with the songs is, of course, my father. He's not usually there. This is more of a sort of round my mum's house sort of a vibe. But occasionally he will turn up at my mum's house for some reason. Someone will invite him along and say, do you want to come? And he'll reluctantly go, okay. And he'll turn up, and he's always a bit sniffy about my mum's house, the house that we all grew up in.
The one he walked out of.
Well, no, he didn't walk out of that. He walked out of another house,
right?
And then we got a council transfer when that house was just
so he's sniffy about the house that you live in out of necessity, almost because of his departure.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So we got transferred by the council to another house, and he went off and started living in quite a nice flat. And when he came to our house, he would literally and I mean this literally, not just metaphorically, turn his nose up a little bit if he ever had to come in the door. Because it was like, he thought, this is a bit disgusting. And we'd be like, oh, tidy up, he's coming round. And he's still a bit like that now when he turns up there. And he never likes to join in and get off my sister or any of that. He goes like this, like he does all my jokes. As I'm doing it, he goes, oh, please. Which I think is from what they say in Peanuts, isn't it? Maybe he's a big Peanuts fan. Doesn't someone always say, oh, no, they go, oh, brother, like that.
Oh, brother, that's right.
Yeah. Same vibes, though.
Jalapeño.
Have you got any room in that medley for a tiddly on pom pom?
No, but nice suggestion.
Yeah?
That's lovely, a tiddly on pom pom, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, I'm open to suggestions. It's grown over the years. So I did for He's a Jolly Good Fellow. And then I sort of thought I'm going to do, maybe it's because I'm London. And then over the years, I've added a number of sitcom theme tunes. Do you know what I mean? But I've never done Minder, which is strange, actually. I'm going to definitely do that. I've never done That's Living All Right. Okay.
Yeah.
And I've never added a tiddly on pom pom. So maybe next birthday. I think September tends to be a big birthday month, doesn't it? In most families,
I think so.
I think so. I'll chuck it in and let you know how it goes.
Okay. Right. Okay. So this we're still on the front cover. Fucking hell, we're not going to get much further today, but there is another bit we can look at. We've covered this beautiful front cover sim, which must have taken ages to draw. And it also says 50 cup final games to be won from Peter Pan Playthings. Shall we look at that? I don't remember the cup final game, just from the name itself. I'm sure when I look at it...
Cup final, yeah, I think...
Handheld football game, I would suspect.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I remember the name of it. I can't remember exactly how it goes, but I remember this as a concept.
I'm looking for it. Bear with me. There it is. 50. Oh no, it's a Subbuteo ripoff.
Yeah, it's not where you push the heads down, is it? You push their head down, and that's how they're.
Yeah, it is.
Is it that one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to play that sometimes. I think they had it at my nan's house. My nan up in the attic had this. She lived in a bungalow, but the bungalow had a loft. Does that still count as a bungalow in your view?
Oh yeah, it's got.
Yeah, do they all have lofts?
Fine.
I think it's the only bungalow I've ever been in.
They've got a lot of roof space. Yeah.
Yeah, and
they can be converted into a dormer.
They used it. They had used it as a bedroom, I think, for my uncle when he was living at home. But when
windowless.
It was absolutely great when I went there as a kid, because you get round there. I'm sure this is the same experience for lots of people visiting their grandparents. What happens is you get there, and actually what happens is in my case it'd be my dad. He'd start talking to my grandma or my granddad or both, and it would quite quickly get boring because it'd be adult chat about what's going on in the family or blah blah blah. Boring. But what was good was I would at that stage take my cue to go up the stairs into the attic, and the attic was full of generations of different toys and ephemera from right back from when my dad was a kid, right?
Yeah.
Through all his brothers and sisters, there's 8 of them. And then through like my brothers and my cousins. And so if you think about it, there was like things like scrapbooks, toys, lots of football shit, lots
like
of old
museum
football
almost,
magazines.
yeah.
It was like a museum, and I can remember the smell, and that's how I would spend pretty much the whole day visiting my grandparents. And every time I went there over years and years, I would always discover something new. Like there would be a suitcase, an old suitcase, and you'd open that. It was a complete jumble in there. You'd open an old suitcase, and inside there'd just be papers. Like I'd find my dad's football scrapbooks from the 1950s. With his little notes and drawings in and shit. Be absolutely wondrous. Fuck knows what happened to all of that. But it was brilliant. And there was games up there too. And I'm pretty sure there was a cup final. Because I played out there, on your own against yourself. You'd have to play, reduced to playing games with yourself. I played Subbuteo against myself sometimes. And they also had an ice hockey one as well.
No, active, sometimes healthy imagination.
Needs must. Yeah.
Cup final. All action tabletop football game from Peter Pan Playthings. You can pass, score, make brilliant saves, and with practice, even dribble, enjoying all the excitement of a soccer match in your own home. Roy of the Rovers has 50 games that are waiting to be won in our super free to enter competition. Yeah, so you can do that. Questions,
what's Peter Pan Playthings? Is that a toy shop?
That's the toy company.
That's the toy company,
yeah,
okay.
Quite a popular one, I think, back then. I don't think they exist now.
No, I don't remember them at all.
The estate of Peter Pan may have taken legal action against them. Don't know, but there you go.
Peter Pan, that's a story that could be deep dived in the future.
Fucking hell.
Fucking weird, isn't it? The old Peter Pan thing.
Lots to deal with in Peter Pan.
What the fuck is that about?
The other
I like
thing
Captain
I was going to
Hook.
look at,
I think he's the best one, isn't he? Because he's fucking off his nut.
He's amazing. Yeah. The other thing is I didn't send you the picture of this, but I'll just show you it, Sam. It's Roy's birthday card. It's in colour across an entire page, sideways on.
That's lovely.
And Roy and Penny and the family are there. And in the background, there's Roy and Blackie after winning the FA Cup, I think it is, celebrating. It says, "Happy birthday, Roy of the Rovers." Because it's 30 years since Roy first appeared in any kind of publication, I think. I think that's what the deal is. So Roy is technically 30 this week.
Oh, I see, yeah.
But on the back...
like the Queen, he probably has 2 birthdays. He's got his real birthday and his publishing birthday.
That'll be what it is, yeah. But what you've got to do is... you've got to make it into a card yourself. You fold it over. And then there's instructions. Fucking, I don't know. 8 pages? What?
Fucking hate instructions, mate. Do you?
It's about your team charts there as well. In the middle, there's the team chart, part 2 of that.
The team chart,
which has got all of your fixtures. You put the date, the competition, the round, opponents, home or away, and the score. There's even a European section if your club's in Europe. You can the columns for wins, losses, and draws. You can write in your club ground, the capacity, club manager, only 1 box. Managers tended to get time back then. Major transfers in and out, 3 of each. Top goal scorer, best player, season's best cup performance, final league position. For you to fill in there.
Simpler times, wasn't it?
Much simpler times. But anyway, over the back of the Roy the Rovers birthday card thing, which you're supposed to fold over, there are birthday greetings from celebrities, some of which we have a connection with through Roy the Rovers, some not so much. There is Barry Davies. Barry Davies says, just can't believe that 30 years have gone by. Here's to many more. Happy birthday. Suzanne Dando has contributed a greeting.
Yeah, God, she's a recurring theme, isn't she? Listen, Suzanne Dando, there's always been rumours about me and Suzanne. It feels that people, and by people I mean journalists, and I don't really regard them as real people, to be honest, but they cannot grasp the concept of a man and a woman being platonic friends, just with mutual respect for one another, for their sporting achievements and abilities. They cannot. They always think there has to be something going on. There is not anything going on with me and Suzanne Dando. There is a huge amount of mutual, how shall I say it, admiration. And it's as simple as that.
Sometimes we spend time together at the sauna. Sometimes we will massage each other. It's completely healthy.
Penny, I love Penny. She is my wife. She is the only woman for me. But she is not a sports person. She is not athletic in the least. I think she mocked around with fucking netball when she was younger. But once we got married, I said to her, "Oh, that's got to stop. It's a waste of your time." And she agreed. As a result, we don't have much in common to discuss. Now, I'm one of those who doesn't believe that it's important to have anything in common with your wife. In fact, I think it's better if you don't, because it'll only lead to interference and disagreement. We have completely separate interests, and I believe that's the secret to our marriage. However, I do need an outlet. I need to sometimes spend time with a female who understands me as an elite sports person and the burden that I have to carry as an elite sports person. Right? Suzanne Dando understands that, for she as well is an elite sports woman. Yes? And therefore, we have to spend time in the sauna together discussing that from time to time.
I mean, not just that. The idea that I would marry Penny and then, for whatever reason, disregard 50% of the human population from my friendship group, it's insane. Why would I do that? Why would I shut off all potential friendships with women, however close they might be? It's ridiculous.
People say, well, does that mean that Penny, by that logic, Penny, does she have male friends? And I say, no, she doesn't have male
Absolutely
friends.
Absolutely
not. 100% no. Is that because I've banned it? Not as such. What I have said is that she has to be
have been had.
Extremely particular about the way in which she uses her time, her energy, and her mental bandwidth, right? Which, no offence to Penny, is not as extensive as my own.
There's not a lot.
She doesn't require as much. Now, there is a lot that I require from my wife in terms of keeping house, keeping the family, and various other needs that I have servicing, let's say. Is there room for her to have friendships, male or female? Not much, no. I've limited her to 2 friendships outside of the family, and both of those are female, which it suits us both. Next question.
So Suzanne Dando message says, best of luck, Roy, on your 30th. Lots of love. Suzanne Dando. Kiss, kiss.
Yeah, don't read anything. It's a very tawdry-minded society we live in.
A kiss on each cheek. That's all it is.
That's all it fucking is.
There's others. Bobby Robson, congratulations on your 30th year. Just keep going for another 30. Bobby Robson. Laurie McMenemy, happy birthday, Roy. I could sign you when you get a bit older, he says. 1984, I think he was at Sunderland at that point, signing a load of retirement home.
He's making a joke
dropouts
at his own expense, saying, I only sign old journeymen.
Yeah, he got us relegated as well with that policy in the 3rd tier. We've got Sir Alf Ramsey. It just says, good luck, Roy. Alf Ramsey.
Message ends. Message ends. That will be £300.
Good luck, Roy. Happy birthday, Roy. Bobby Charlton. John Motson, I've always followed your career, Roy. Hope you score many more goals, John Motson. Boycott, happy birthday, Roy. I hope you have a smashing day, Jeff Boycott. Ernie Wise. Fucking hell.
Wow.
Can I read this? His handwriting's pretty bad too. To Roy of the Rovers. Something good wishes. Many good wishes on your 30 years. I send you sunshine and laughter. Here's to another 30 years. Good luck, Ernie Wise. Ernie's still reeling from the death of Eric, I think there.
Oh, was that in 1984, was it?
That was 84, I think, yeah. Otherwise, Eric Morecambe would have signed it.
I'm not signing that.
It's not even real. There's Tommy Docherty, Nick Owen. Congratulations, Roy, and good luck, Nick Owen.
Oh, Nick Owen.
Emlyn Hughes. Yeah, and that's that. So we haven't had time to look at the main story. We'll do that next week. But something, I have a confession to make. I have been derelict in my duty towards this Melchester Odyssey. Something's been going on in the other pages for the last 3 weeks that I haven't noticed.
Oh, okay.
And it possibly needs spin-off episodes, Sam.
Lovely.
We're at the 3rd week of a story, which I'm going to show you now, which is called Racy's Rocket.
Whoa.
And it's about Roy's side interest of racing sports cars.
Oh, wow.
It's a Roy story. It's not Melchester, it's a Roy story. It's called Racy's Rocket. We're into week 3, and he's driving fucking racing cars around like Noel Edmonds. So we'll have to have a look at it. I think it might need spin-off episodes.
Yeah, definitely.
Standalone. I don't think we can't incorporate them into the Melchester Odyssey.
Into the like current schedule. There has to be bonus episodes. Yeah,
it feels like there's too much there. It needs
feels
to be,
like turbo-only content, perhaps.
Could be. Not saying that that's the level you need to be at if you're IFS, but you know, turbo only forever, not even going free to air.
Yeah,
just saying.
Yeah,
just saying. There's got to be a level of cruelty when it comes to podcast subscription, I think.
Yeah, there has to be some stuff that is just for the creme de la creme subscribers.
Some people have to suffer
forever.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, there you go. So that's that from this one. We'll be back next week. We'll cover the actual Roy the Rover story that's in this issue. It's all in black and white this week. The bastards. All 3 pages of it are in black and white, but it's good. It's good stuff. And we'll consider this Racy's Rocket thing as well. So thank you very much for listening, and goodbye.
Goodbye.